If you've been watching the channel, whether it's some videos or some streams, you might know that I am a big fan of locker presets in Fortnite. I have always loved making skin combos. I've been a big fan of Fortnite cosmetic culture in general. And today, guys, I wanted to walk you through the presets that I have made with every chapter. Again, if you've been following the channel, you might know. And if you're brand new to the channel, thank you for coming to the video, by the way. Every season since I started playing this game, Chapter 1, Season 3, I have had a main skin. I went back and remade all these once they introduced presets, which I believe was in Chapter 2, Season 1. Regardless, today, I'm going to walk you through the combos that I was running in every season, and I would love to know what you guys made down below in the comments section. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. We're going to start straight away with my first Chapter 1 main preset. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not sure if I should have added the lobby music over here, but I wanted to get rid of get the lobby music into it as well. But anyways, so I have chapter mains. That's what I'm going to run you through first. The entirety of the chapter, I have had cosmetics through everything, and then I'm going to go through in particular seasons. If you've been following the streams too, then you might actually know that I have some really stupid rules with these as well. I try to be Fortnite original. I try to not have it have collaborations. If I'm going to main a skin in a Fortnite season, I feel like it should be Fortnite original. Regardless, let's get started with my Chapter 1 main. My first skin in Fortnite that really made me go, oh my god, this skin's sick. I absolutely need it. Oblivion. I have Oblivion with the destabilizer back bling, the entire combo with Oblivion over here. The pickaxe, the spectral axe, I don't know the names of all my cosmetic guys, sorry about that. The spectral axe is one of my favorite pickaxes to this day. When I don't know if it came out, or does it have the release date over here? Let's see. Season 3 it was introduced in. So that's when I started playing Fortnite in Chapter 1, Season 3. I instantly bought this. I've always been a big fan, and if you follow the channel, guys, you might know that I'm a sucker for galaxy skins, and I'm a sucker for prismatic cosmetics. I think they are super, super cool. And finally, we have the Cloud Strike glider. Again, I'm not too familiar with the names of my cosmetics. I just know what they look like. When this came out, I thought this was insanely cool. I thought it was like the coolest glider of all time, and I couldn't not use it, right? I couldn't not use it. And finally, we have the Season X contrail, which I decided on using this first of all because it's cool, but I like kind of what it represents, like the clock ticking back all the way back to Chapter 1 using my Oblivion skin. I like that. On to the main emotes for this. Wiggle was one of my favorite trolling emotes. Knocking someone doing the wiggle was fantastic. My friends and I always use the hello friend when it ended up coming up. Tra-la-la. I love the music to this one. You can dance around people's bodies, and hang on, this right here. Listen. Right here. Da-da. Da-da-da. I love that little piece of it. It's such a good emote. Anyways, continuing on, we have the squat kick emote. Very OG as well. Love this emote. All of my friends had it. We all used it back in the day. And this piece right here. I love it, dude. I love it. True Heart was also one of my OG emotes. It was ridiculous to see your Fortnite skins do this back in the day. Great emote. I had a joke with my friends that I actually wanted to learn how to do this back in the day, man. And then finally, jaywalking. One of the most underrated and underappreciated emotes in the Battle Pass cosmetics. I love this one. And I like the song to it. Dun, 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 dun. Amazing. Incredible, guys. And finally, moving on to the wraps, we have the Eternal Zero wrap. I thought this was very clean. Season X was one of my favorite seasons. So when I was making my Chapter 1 main, I thought it was pretty cool, to be honest with you, to have something that represented when I started playing, that being the Oblivion skin, as well as the 0 point wrap in one of my favorite seasons of all time. For the lobby, I don't really do anything with the banner icon, but of course, what could I go with? There wasn't any lobby music to really use back in the day. OG was perfect, and I've always personally loved the llama spotted loading screen. That is my Chapter 1 main skin, Oblivion. Now continuing on to Chapter 2, one of my also favorite skins of all time, Oro. I've always thought this skin was incredibly clean. I like all the styles to him. I like the glow style, but I personally like this style the most with the back hole back blink. I loved this, and again, I thought the black hole represented Chapter 2 very nicely. Plus, it's really clean. The black hole was some of the most fun we've ever had playing in Fortnite. It was so hyped back in the day. I love the little effects going off of it, and I think it suits, like, it doesn't suit Oro as a skin, but it's one of those cosmetics that can kind of fit with everybody. I also use the angler axes, excuse me. I spent a big chunk of Chapter 2 fishing. It was my mission to catch mythic goldfish, and I am still on that mission to this day. I fished probably more than I've played in Chapter 2, so I couldn't not go with some fisherman axes over here. And finally, with the downpour glider, I think it's a very clean glider. I've liked it since the beginning of Chapter 2, nothing really to note there, as well as the 0 point contrail, had that the entire time. Now, for the emotes, the hugging emote. Use this so much. In Imposters, you kill people. I loved when this came out. And then you have the high five, which came out in Chapter 2, Season 1. Everybody was using it. You memed with it back in the day too, like high-fiving someone at the edge and then like kind of just having them slide off a little bit. The UFO representing one of my favorite seasons of all time, that being Chapter 2, Season 7. I don't particularly love the Wavy T emote, but my sister and I use this emote all the time. My sister doesn't buy a lot of cosmetics, and then both of us, when we would kill somebody, we would use the Wavy T. So for those of you who regularly watch a channel, this is an emote that kind of belongs to Kristen and I. It makes me think of her. And that's why this emote's quite, like, really, really nostalgic to me. And you know what's funny? She doesn't even know that either. She doesn't use this emote anymore. I'm like, in my heart, I'm like, hey, you forgot about that. Okay, that's fine. And then finally, we hit the planetary vibe. I love the emote. I love the dance. I love the planets going around it. I love the song. Orbiting closer than we've ever known. And finally, we have the picking emote. Amazing, amazing, amazing emote. Pretty well everybody that I played with in Chapter 2 ended up buying this emote. I use this a lot with Borkchop. For those of you who follow the channel, watch the streams, watch the gameplay videos, Borkchop and I end up using this emote quite a bit. We don't use it so much nowadays for some reason, but this is a great emote. Really, really great. For the wraps, have a little bit of a mixed bag. I have one wrap that is the UFO wrap, representing again my favorite season, Chapter 2, Season 7. And then we had just had the fireworks wrap. I just love this wrap. There's nothing special about it, to be honest with you. I just love it. I like the way it looks. You can use it with Oro. And then, obviously, we've been listening to the Groove Jam lobby music. So good. So good. I wish I could have pointed out to you the best part about it, but maybe we can, like, I don't know when it's going to come up. Anyways, we just actually talked about this loading screen, the Dangerous Waters loading screen. I absolutely adore this loading screen in Chapter 2. That was my favorite of probably the entirety of Chapter 2. Plus, it really, really makes me think of one of the best seasons of all time, that being Chapter 2, Season 2, and especially if you want to drag it back to Oro. Oro was in the cage over at the Shark. I have a lot that goes into these presets, guys. I'm a big fan of cosmetic culture, so that is my Chapter 2 main preset. Now, continuing on, guys, over to my Chapter 3 main, we have the skin Southpaw. This is one of my favorite skins to ever come out of Fortnite. I have always really loved the idea of these robotic arms coming in, plus the skin, it just looks really, really clean. I also like the other style of Southpaw, but I do like the main version the most. The back bling was a little bit tough to choose in Chapter 3 because there was a little difficult to like work with the ponytail over here, but I also liked, and I believe this is the Origins back bling. I like the cubes. I'm a big fan of the lore, so I thought this one fit pretty well. The pickaxe is the Arc Flail Southpaw's original pickaxe. I think it's a cool pickaxe that goes along with the energy arms over there. Nothing really to note there. The Chrome Umbrella is another glider. I've been a big fan of umbrellas, guys, and I just like the chrome effect. I've been a big fan of the chrome. I like the way it looks. I like the chrome kind of like coming off of the umbrella as well. Super cool, along with the Glitz Grid Contrail. Again, just something that I like to look. I find it visually pleasing, or appealing, pleasing. I said that at the same time. But let's continue on over to the emotes. For the first emote, we have the dip, a perfect troll emote. Dodging shots with this feels so good, along with snacking. This came out somewhere around the time of Chapter 3, Season 1, and it makes me think of not only an amazing season, but the world was actually coming together with the Spider-Man No Way Home movie coming out. I love this emote, and I thought it kind of fit the theme. We also have the Jug Band, which I got copyrighted before. It plays Lady Gaga. We're not going to play that. Miracle Trick Shot, my brother and I bought it at the same time. We both like baseball, and sometimes when we get kills, we would use it. Nothing really to note over there. I like when he actually hits the ball. It's just a cool emote, man. Cool emote. Boom, there we go. And then finally, we have the Chess Master emote. The amount of times that I've sat down and played chess on the Fortnite map, plus something that we always did, my friends and I, was we play a game of chess until somebody dies. It is a blast, guys. Sometimes you play that game forever. We would go on top of the Daily Bugle, like easy to snipe, and then we would just wait while we like shit talk each other. Excuse me, sorry about my language there. And while we just, you know, make fun of each other, like, oh, I'm beating you. Oh my god, I'm taking your queen right now, you idiot. Like, very fun. And again, the It's You. Spider-Man was such a big part of Chapter 3, I couldn't not include it. Plus, it was a fantastic meme. For the wraps, I've always really liked this Hexture wrap. I thought it was very clean. Don't know, like, when I just like to look at things, guys, I can't really put it into words. I just like the effect on it, man. With one other wrap, I've also liked the Polished Stone wrap, and I wanted to include it for something. For the the lobby music and then loading screen, Long Ride Home, one of the best tracks Fortnite has ever come out with, along with the Turning Point loading screen. I thought this is incredible. There are a lot of great loading screens, but this one represented Chapter 3 nicely, and my love for it. Like, I really, really love my Chapter 3 preset over here. Southpaw is so clean. On to my Chapter 4 main, we have Axion Sentinel. I loved this skin even from the leaks, guys. Sizzo, if you're watching this video, him and I are big, big fans of this skin. I don't know, man. Very, very clean. If you guys know, again, I am a sucker for Galaxy-type skins. Typically, I'm not a night guy. I don't really like the night skins that much, but this one really, really, it looks clean, man. Along with the Boba bling, back bling. It's kind of purple, goes along with it. I'm a big fan of bubble tea. I love bubble tea. So I kept this one the entire chapter, along with Axion Sentinel's own pickaxe. And what was it called again? Sorry about that, guys. The Black Star Edge. Again, very clean. If you were to swing the pickaxe, can we swing it? I love the effect on this. Can we try it out? Can we swing the pickaxe, please? Why? Epic Games in the UI, man. Look how clean that is. I love that pickaxe. Yeah, why was it so many steps to swing that pickaxe? Ridiculous. Along with the Moonglide Glider. I believe this is a Chapter 4 Season 1 one. It's one of those that you kind of hang on the side with. Again, it has a little bit of a galaxy effect to it. I think it's really clean. I like it a lot, along with the Wicked Wings from Chapter 4, Season 4 Contrail. I love the particles coming off of this. I don't even know how to describe it, like the bats coming out. Like the effects for this, very, very nice. For the emotes, I love the dice roll emote, guys. Absolutely love it. What my friends and I always did, it's like, okay, somebody has to kill themselves and not play the game for the rest of the game, or something along those lines. Pick a number, and we would all pick a number, and then whoever got that number would actually not be able to play that game. And it's like a ton of stuff we did with that, where it's like, hey, you got a gold pump? You got the Mythic Havoc? Hey, if I roll 6 right now, you give it to me. That was an unspoken rule we had. Incredible. Incredible fun with this emote over here, along with the Standing Bow. I equipped this one because when we say goodbye to every POI on the chapter map, we need a goodbye emote. And we didn't have a wave. So the bow I thought was pretty fair, along with both Sunny Stroll and Stormy Slog. I love both of these emotes. I don't know what it is. Wholesome, amazing, along with the sad one to go along with it. When both of these came out, both of them were great emotes, along with the Pick Me emote. I love this emote. It's just, it's one of those my friends had too all the time. We just be like, teacher, what are we learning today? We'd be like so stupid with it. Incredible. Along with the Expressionism emote. I just really like the song for this. I like the design. I like that it goes through a bunch of different colors too. The dance is very nice, and that of course goes with, which we'll talk about right now, the Future Dreams lobby music, along with the Ageless Champion loading screen. Very, very clean loading screen over there. For the raps, we had a little bit of a mixed bag. I like Axion Sentinels a lot, wanted to keep one with them. I also liked Flood, which I believe is Mizuki's rap. Very clean with that as well, but the one that I liked the most was the Mega rap, this circuitry rap. Very good looking. It goes well with Axion Sentinel. There is a lot of great cosmetics when we're talking about Chapter 4 of Fortnite. Alright, guys, let's continue on over to... Oh, you know what, man? You know what? Hang on. Oh, it's Gwenpool's Multiverse. Okay. I forgot that I changed it. I had a copyrighted one the entire time, and I was like, we're gonna have to use YouTube's tool to get out of here. It's gonna sound all weird. So, for Chapter 5, you know what? There's lyrics in this song, guys. Hang on. There's lyrics in this song. We're gonna cancel it out. It's Gwenpool's Multiverse. That's what we listen to. Okay. We have the Goldfish. I loved the way that this skin worked, man. I thought this was great. I love the fish on the side. I love that it's like a Midas variant. It's a Midas fish. I love it's a flopper being Midas. Like, I like this entire getup for a skin. I think it's really cool, along with the back bling that comes with them, which is the... I don't know what it's called. Hang on. Submariner's Safe. I thought that was... I did not know it was called that, but I think it's clean, man. I like the fish on top of it. I like that it shines. Very cool, along with the Golden Touch pickaxe. Something about just touching people. You can make a lot of stupid jokes with it, along with the Reload umbrella. Reload was the greatest thing to come out of Chapter 5. I had to keep this, plus it is a very, very clean glider, along with the Digital Dogfight Contrail. Not a ton of really great contrails to come out of Chapter 5, but I did like this one. I thought it fit the skin, to be honest with you. Now, for the emotes throughout Chapter 5, we have the... Get that one out of here. The Moonglazer emote. Incredible. Okay, we also have the Skate Monster, the Skate Monster emote we're going over here. I just like Guff. Guff is funny, and I thought this was a funny emote. The pool one, I don't know what it is about this one. I thought it went okay with Midas. I don't know why. I just ended up keeping it. We also have the Waves emote, which was my goodbye emote, because we still didn't get a wave this chapter, along with the Puddle Hopper. Very wholesome. I just like bouncing around in it. Along with the hip check emote. This one makes me think of Dagwummy. When this emote first came out, guys, for those of you watching the streams, you're welcome, kids. I had to keep this one. Whenever I see this emote, I think of Dag and I laugh. It's a great, great emote. For the wraps, we have a little bit of a mixed bag. We have the Hades wrap, we have the Radiant 1 wrap, and the main wrap, which is the Golden Grin wrap. I don't recall how this one is reactive, probably when you shoot it, but oh, it just comes. Again, I think it's clean, goes with the goldfish, very, very cool. And then, of course, we have one of the greatest pieces of artwork for a loading screen in Fortnite history. We just talked about loading screens in another video. This is a top 3, top 1 perhaps loading screen, man. It is absolutely beautiful, and that is my Chapter 5 preset. We're not going to be talking about Chapter 6 today because I feel like these types of videos are really clean once we cut it off at like the first 5 chapters of Fortnite. So we are going to be diving into the individual seasons now. For Chapter 1, Season 3, we have the first skin that I ever ended up buying. That is the Rogue Agent skin. I bought this because it looked like a Halo character a little bit. Of course, not rocking a back bling. The only pickaxe that we really could use was the Sawtooth. And I actually do like this pickaxe. It has a nice sound to it. I believe this is a Battle Pass emote, the Rainbow Rider. I like the rainbow effect on it. We were all using it back in the day along with the All-Star contrail that's not coming up right now. I will switch over here. You guys can see what it looks like down over here. Oh, there it goes. We can see it now. I always thought that was a cool contrail too. This is a very, very nostalgic preset. With the emotes from Chapter 1, Season 3, we have the Wiggle, the Best Mates. Who wasn't using this back in the day? Take the L, one of the greatest emotes of all time. Jubilation, everybody using it. The Default Dance. Along with a tidy emote, and I don't know if that's going to get copyrighted, so we're not going to be rolling with that one. But for the loading screen, not a ton to really pick from over there. It's pretty quick when we talk about Chapter 1 Season 3, guys. For Chapter 1 Season 4, we have the Visitor, and this was the style that I always use with the Visitor. I loved the little smiley face on him. I thought that was like, I don't know, it's cute, man. It's cute. We don't have a back bling to go along with him, but I did always use the Omega Axe with him along with the Carbide Glider. This was my favorite glider to come out of Chapter 1 Season 4. I think it's very underrated, to be honest with you. I like the sound effect. I like when you're steering it, like this effect, like, I don't know how to describe it. It just has a little effect going off of it. Along with the shooting star contrail goes very, very well with the Visitor. The emotes, in my opinion, are very strong this time around. Star power, incredible. Ba, ba, ba da 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 da. I mean, my friends hated when I used this emote, guys. The Take 14, the amount of times that we made some stupid skits in Fortnite going and cut, and then doing something really dumb, you know, acting out. It's always a good time. The Waterworks emote, crying, it was always a really good time. The Eagle, my brother and I ended up buying. We thought this was a fun troll emote at the time. Just to have like 2 people doing this over a knock guy was really good. Of course, the Orange Justice, along with the Hype emote, are staples of Chapter 1 Season 4, and this emote's still underrated to this day. I still like the music to it. Remember when everybody was doing this? Very, very nostalgic, guys. Very nostalgic. The Visitor is my Chapter 1 Season 4 preset. For Chapter 1 Season 5, we have the Ravage skin. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I didn't really love this skin, and it hasn't really aged all that well in my opinion. Like, I think it's just an okay skin, but I don't know, like, I would never choose a skin like this nowadays. It was just so unique at the time, and Chapter 1 Season 5 was an instant buy for me. I've also never been a big fan of wing cosmetics, but of course, I ran this the most in Chapter 1 Season 5, so I couldn't not use it. It was just the entire set for the Ravage skin, along with this Battle Pass glider. The downshift glider, it had a really cool red effect coming off of the 2 edges over here. I always used it, very cool, along with the Dark Feathers wrap. Some of these presets, there wasn't a ton that we could really work with, so we ended up using the entire set. For the emotes, very strong in Chapter 1 Season 5. The Hula, again, one of the most underrated emotes of all time. Very peaceful, fit the vibe of the beach theme that was going on. Doing this on the links, it was a great time, man. Great time. Llama Bell, I still unironically love this song. Listen. Amazing. Incredible. Along with the You're Awesome emote. My friend Nick and I would always do this. You're awesome. No, you're awesome. No, you're awesome. We always use this. The Battle Call. It was just a solid emote. A lot of us ended up using this. With the Gentleman's Dab, everybody ended up doing this when this came out in the Battle Pass, along with Living Large, which is another underrated emote. Man, it makes me think, like, Epic Games used to make such good music along with their emotes. Love it, dude. Love the emotes for that season. Of course, we have the Fairway Fun loading screen. Represents Lazy Links, represents Chapter 1 Season 5. Very, very well. The Ravage is the main skin for Chapter 1 Season 5, guys. Now for Chapter 1 Season 6, we have one of my favorite outfits of all time, the the Hayman skin, along with the Hay Nest back bling. I love the counterpart, but I just like this skin a tiny bit more. We did rock the entire set this time around. The Field Wraith glider is also super cool. This entire set is very, very clean, very nice together, along with the Spectral Essence. I believe that's Calamity's glider. For the emotes, again, very, very strong. T-pose, we were all having a great time with the T-pose in the farm. That used to work on people. It was really fun. Along with the Behold, incredible emote to use with knocked people, and then your friend would finish them off. Easy peasy. The Electro Swing, some of the best music to come out of Chapter 1, Season 6. I love it. Love it, dude. For the scorecard emote, they broke it, and I'm still waiting for Epic Games to fix it. Now, random numbers come up for random people, but what used to happen is if I did this emote and we had 0, then number 0 is actually what will come up. What we did is what we used to do with the dice, where it's like, hey, found a gold pump, pick a number. If it's the number that I'm pulling up right now, you give me that gold pump. Some of the best moments came from using this emote, guys. Or odd or even, stuff like that. Always great. Slytherin, at the time I thought this was a good troll emote to do over people. I don't really feel that way nowadays, but I did use this a ton back in the day. Had to keep it with the preset. The juggling emote was something that I did use all of the time to annoy people. Trap somebody in the corner, just make them listen to this. It's always really, really great, dude. Plus, I had a friend that legitimately hated the song for it, and I just did it all the time. Incredible. And finally, for the loading screen, we have the Remembrance loading screen. This is when lobby tracks also came out, and we are using the squeaky clean lobby track. Very, very underrated lobby track. I don't like it kind of like at this part that it's at right now. It's okay, but I like it when it kind of restarts. Right here, kind of. It's a clean preset, guys. I like the Heyman skin a lot. Chapter 1, Season 6, this was what I was running the most. As for Chapter 1, Season 7, guys, Fish Stick was something that was an instant buy for a ton of us. The first, like, hardcore meme skin. I did rock the entire set. I thought it looked very clean, along with the Coral Cruiser glider. This was new for the time. Playing the music as you were dropping. How could you not use this? Now, there were contenders for Chapter 1, Season 7. There were a lot of skins that I really loved, like especially for Chapter 1, Season 6 as well. Calamity was a great skin. And then for the contrail, we have the Swirls contrail. I used this a ton back in the day. The F emote along with the Bobbin emote. I always liked the tune to this one. I also had a friend that I played with Arena every single night, and he hated this. He hated when I did this. But it's a nice melody, man. Love it. I love it, dude. Now, we also have the golf clap, something everybody was using from the Battle Pass back in the day. Free flow, another emote from the Battle Pass. It's just clean music. The air horn is something that we all bought. Great to do that in front of people. Great to do that just while people are talking. And then the cheer up emote. I thought this was a great troll emote back in the day. Or just like cheering people on when you didn't want to help people fight, where it's like, go Brandon, go Brandon, like just stupid stuff like that. And then we also had the wraps introduced. There wasn't a ton to pull around from the wraps, but I thought that the camo one was the one that I was probably rocking at most the first time. We have the twist lobby music, which I personally think is overrated, but it still is a good track, along with the Season 7 loading screen, which represented one of the greatest seasons in Fortnite history, in my opinion. So this was my Chapter 1 Season 7 preset. Now let's talk about Chapter 1 Season 8, guys. I am a big fan of pirates and pirate cosmetics. Blackheart is one of my favorite Battle Pass skins of all time. I love this particular ghost style the most. I thought I couldn't wait to unlock them, guys. I grinded for this skin, man. I love all the styles, to be honest with you, but just the ghostly figure that we have over here with the hook and the pick leg. Plus we have the little effects going off of them. I don't know if they're dead flakes or just ghostly stuff. Very cool. We have to have the wheel back bling along with the entire set going on over here. It was tough to choose from. I have some other pirate cosmetics, but I had to go with this along even with the Phantasm contrail. This all worked together very nicely. For the emotes, I had to keep one pirate theme going along with it. Sorry about that, guys. Had to do a little bit of a jump cut there, but this is the emote that I liked using. It's not an emote that I particularly love, but it kind of fit the pirate theme, so I had to keep it. Bunny Bounce is an incredible emote. I like the tune to it. I like just how stupid it looks when you're following someone around doing this. The Jazz Hands, I love this little melody. I don't know. I just liked it as well. The Hello Fred, everybody was using it back in the day, waving at people, waving back when people were actually friendly in Fortnite. The Drum Major emote. This is one of those obnoxious emotes of all time. Doing this, just following your friend, or doing this against a knocked player, probably drives them absolutely crazy. That is why I've always done this emote. It's so loud, it's so obnoxious. You had to keep that in a preset, along with the switch step emote. I like this music. just an emote that I bought, just an emote that I liked, along with the driftwood, wrap goes well with the pirate skin. Gotta use it, too clean. I'm a big fan of pirate stuff. For the track, I don't particularly like this music, but I thought it fit the pirate theme well, along with the ripening ritual loading screen. I thought this represented the season well, and this was the Chapter 1 Season 8 preset that I did end up going with. Now for Chapter 1 Season 9, guys, we did go with one of my favorite skins in Fortnite history, that being the Singularity skin. I personally like the Durburger style the best, although the gold style is also very, very good with Singularity. There was no back bling that I thought worked really well with Singularity, so I actually did run this without a back bling quite a bit. I thought this pickaxe, it didn't really like scream out to me, but I did use this one a lot. I thought it was kind of matching the Singularity vibe as much as we could, along with the umbrella of the season, the holographic, I thought it was a holobrella or something like that. Just went with the season theme, liked it a lot, along with the plasma trail, tried to keep it all Singularity-ish. For the emotes, the deep dab, so good if you are able to dodge sniper shots. Back in the day, when someone would edit a window, you'd do this, pump them in the face. I got really good at that. I loved this. Business hips was something that my friends and I all insta-bought. Doing this around a dead guy was perfect. Just doing it in general, it was so stupid. It was so funny. It still is to this day. Old school. For music, one of my favorite emotes. I love this part. Hang on. Right here. Oh! I legitimately love the tune to that one, okay? The sad trombone, a meme emote. Just doing this when you knock somebody. Fantastic to use. We have the lazy laid back shuffle, excuse me. I just like the tune to this one. I like the dance. Very nice. And same with the song of Revel. I like this emote as well. Very chill. For the raps, there wasn't anything like going crazy for the raps in Chapter 1 Season 9, but I thought this one ended up fitting Singularity quite well. I do remember using this quite a bit. For the load, what is with, there is an error. There is an error. This is supposed to be, guys, the Singularity loading screen. My apologies. We're going to fix that. Chapter 1 Season 9. Perfect. It's already loaded up. There we go. Ready to fight. This is the loading screen that we're supposed to have. For some reason, it's been saved not properly. So that's what we're supposed to be running with. And then, of course, the Neo World lobby music. This is very, very nice. Very calm. I love this. And we are going to save this now. Now, for Chapter 1 Season X, guys, we do have the Slumber skin. There were a lot of contenders this time around, but the reason that I ended up choosing Slumber was because Starry Suburbs is one of my favorite, if not my favorite, POI of all time. I spent a ton of time dropping there, and I thought this was a very, very clean skin to go along with the gameplay back bling. That's what it is. It goes with the Eternal Skull skin, whatever it's called. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. The astronaut skin that was in that pass. I don't know, it kind of gave me that vibe where it's like you have the Slumber, you have all your pillars, you're going to bed, you always had the Game Boy back in the day. That was kind of my thought process with it. And for the pickaxe, the Nighty Night, along with the Night Flight, just the cosmetics that ended up going with Slumber, I thought that fit well. Plus, I hate Slumber's back bling. I hate it. Hate it. Horrible. And the Celestial Contrail. I like the Galaxy cosmetics a lot, guys, and this was an easy choice for me. For the emotes, we went through them, kept 2 of them in the Chapter 1 main. Jaywalking, tra-la-la, the fancy flip, just doing this underneath somebody, you know, spraying their box. That's what we ended up doing. The Stride emote is just a clean emote, has some good music. Same with Breakneck, also a pretty good emote. The Rage Quit emote is good to do if you can tell somebody is upset by the way you just killed them. Maybe you one-pumped them, maybe did something along those lines, then you could do this. I use this a lot in creative personally, along with Slumber's, gun wrap. I thought this was actually just very clean. I wish I could use this with more skins, man. It fits very, very nicely. And of course, we have the Llama Beat. I keep saying loading screen, but lobby music. It's just, I like the beat of the emote. I like the beat of the lobby track. Very nice, along with the Brute Squad loading screen. Represented Season X very well. I loved the mechs. One of my favorite seasons of all time. That is why I went with that choice, and Slumber is the main skin of Chapter 1 Season X. Now for Chapter 2 Season 1, we have the Delirium skin. I thought this skin was so cool when it came out. I still think it looks really clean, man. The back bling is one of the greatest back blings that has ever been released in Fortnite. It's always gave me Yu-Gi-Oh vibes, man. Really thought this entire set was clean. I ended up going with the same pickaxe that goes along with them as well, but the Storm Sail Glider, I thought that fit very well. I believe you got this for beating the Storm King. I'm almost sure that's what it was. Of course, we ended up going with the 0-point contrail as well. It fits with the season theme. You're coming out of the 0 point into a brand new chapter. For the emotes, they have a C emote. At the time, this emote was groundbreaking. Now it's nothing new, but everybody used this back in the day, man. The wavy T, we've already been over this. Kristen and I use this emote all the time. The high five, everybody's using it back in the day. Kristen and I also use the boing a lot. I don't particularly love this, but Kristen loved using this, bouncing around, and I always ended up bouncing around with her, so it makes me think of her. We have the hot cocoa emote as well. I'm a big fan of hot chocolate. I'm a big fan of coffee. I'm a big fan of tea. Why not have that as well? Now, I have gotten copyrighted in the past for Droop, so we're not going to listen to that, but it is the Chapter 2 theme. Why not use it? And we already went over this as well. The fireworks wrap is a very, very clean wrap. One of my favorite wraps in the entire game, so definitely equipping that one. Now, for the lobby music, I forgot to mention the best part about it. We just listened to it. Da 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 da. Hey yeah! I was offbeat a little bit there. But anyways, we have the Hunter and the Hunted loading screen. Very clean for Chapter 2 Season 1. Really, really loved this. This is a nostalgic preset, man. For Chapter 2 Season 2, we have the ghost style of T and Tina. There was quite a few skins that I did like over here. T and Tina really stood out to me. I always thought she was a clean skin. I liked her in the Agents. I loved the rig. Using T and Tina's boom bow was one of my favorite things and go-to things to do in that season. So I thought we should use Tina. I used her entire set. Nothing else really kind of went with T and Tina, but it is a clean... It is pretty clean, to be honest with you, so nothing too fancy over there. For the emotes, we have the Travis Scott Rage emotes. Everybody was using this. Absolutely everybody. Along with the Scootin' emote, we had a little bike that you could ride on. Groundbreaking at the time, with everybody using this just in the game. Everybody was driving around on this. Now, again, it's nothing, but this was huge back in the day, dude. It was hilarious. We also have the Paws and Claws emote. It was stupid, and it still is stupid. Everybody ended up using this. I also loved the Side Hustle emote. I always use this one, man. I just like the tune of it. I like it a lot. Same a little bit with Springy, but I like it a little bit less. But I thought it was a clean emote, man. Very clean. Pots and Pans, always really stupid. Just walking around doing that, along with the TNTina's built-in emote, of course. You can change her, although I never really did that personally. Her wrap, same thing. Wasn't really a ton of note over there. I love the Mountain Raid loading screen, though. Love this. Very, very cool. Love how they're gliding at the shark. Love how they're coming out of the grotto. This was very nice for Chapter 2 Season 2 and the Limitless lobby track, which we are listening to right now. TNTina is the main skin of Chapter 2 Season 2. Now, for Chapter 2 Season 3, we have the Eternal Night. Again, guys, another night skin that ended up being a main. I am not particularly a night skin, but I particularly love this one super style. I think it looks really clean. I don't know how to describe it, man. It looks very, very nice. Same with the back bling. We have the entire set. This version of the pickaxe, the long version, and this glider is incredible. The way the blades come out of it, very cool, and it has a very nice like whizzing noise when you're gliding with it too. This glider is incredible, along with the same contrail. Nothing too special there. The waddle emote was hilarious. Planetary vibe, we already went over that. The keyed up, I like this song. I like this one a lot. And then, of course, we have the flipping away, something where sometimes you could just jump over a shot. Always great when you can do that. I personally really like the Stormy emote. There wasn't really anything to note about it, but I kind of liked it. And then we have the So Square emote. We're not talking about this. We're talking about this. If you get the joke, you get the joke. This wrap is also incredible. Incredible. With the little, like, particles kind of flying through it. This wrap is so clean. The Eternal Night set is so clean. We have the Shark Ride lobby music, which represents the season. I actually don't like the music that much, though. And we also have the I Call Shotgun, which represented the cars coming to Fortnite in this season. This was a very fun season and a very nostalgic preset of mine. Now for Chapter 2 Season 4. I kind of regret because we ended up getting more Marvel cosmetics back in the day. Oh, you know what? I'm afraid that I'm going to get copyrighted for that. I don't think we will, but that's the music that we were using over there. Just in case, guys, just in case. I regret it because I wanted all my main skins to be Fortnite original, but I also liked the Good Doctor. I thought it was a clean skin, but I would have definitely chose Iron Man if I would have known, and stupidly, for some reason, I thought it wasn't going to happen again. With a collab season, I want it to be Fortnite original. But anyways, we have the whole cosmetic set for him. Of course, the original, Fortnite original Marvel cosmetic glider that we have over here. I liked it, along with Storm Strike. That's what it was. I didn't know if it was a Marvel emote or not. I couldn't really remember. We have the Iron Man giving the thumbs up. The tiny violin, which is hilarious. Mr. Krabs. Great to use on downed opponents. The pick and emote, we already talked about it. One of the best emotes of all time. And we can't listen to that one, but it's a hilarious emote. The take the cake emote. Fortnite's birthday. The emotes were lacking a little bit this time around. We had a lot of built-in emotes, but it's an okay emote. The zombie shambles was also pretty funny. Came out in Fortnitemares. And then finally we have the morph juice, which is the built-in emote. I like this other version of him more. This is the one that I end up using. But every once in a while, I'll run the regular version. You know, what is it, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde? Is that what it is? That's what they were representing. And then also, for the rap, Storm's rap is one of the best raps to ever come out of Fortnite, dude. Incredible. I still use this one, man, regularly. I love this one. I like Rain. I think storms are cool, okay? And then for the loading screen, we have the Storm Flight loading screen. Represented the season well. You can kind of see a theme of what I was going for over here, but the Good Doctor was my choice for Chapter 2, Season 4. For Chapter 2, Season 5, we are copyrighted again! Ah, no! Man, what am I doing choosing copyrighted music? So, we have the Holly Striker skin. I typically don't like to use Christmas skins for a full preset, but I thought this one, to be honest with you guys, I thought you could get away with it because it looks like just a skin kind of going around the woods. It's like borderline Christmas, borderline just like a regular skin, you know, chopping down some trees along with the winter wing loading screen. What's wrong with me, man? Glider with the Hyperflight Contrail. This one is very, very underrated in my opinion. I love the particles coming off of that. Now, of course, Halo is one of my favorite franchises of all time. The little Warthog is incredible. This was an instant buy for me, along with the members only emote. You stick your fist out, you go, hey bro, fist me for a second, and then I'll fist you. Great. We have the Warrior Prepares, so again, you can dive under a shot. Always great when you have an emo like that. We have the Office Chariot, which I remember using in Imposters a lot, but it didn't come out back then. It was fun. It was one of those stupid emotes that was traversal. Everybody was using the booming emote back in the day, just making some booming trains, everybody walking behind each other. And finally, with the alien emote, I thought this was a very nice Fortnite original type collaboration emote. I like the alien movies. I like the llama coming out. I think it's pretty funny, man. I think it's very funny. And does he give him a kiss in this one, or is that another one? Oh, pet. That's what it is. I like it. I like it. Along with the confetti gun wrap we have over here. Again, very, very clean with the loading screen, the Xeno Slurp. I love what they did with this one. We made an entire video talking about these loading screens, guys. This was one of my favorites that Epic Games has done. Now, as for Chapter 2, Season 6, we have the Spire Assassin. I liked this skin a lot when it came out, man. I don't particularly like the back bling all that much, but I couldn't really find anything that really fit along with it. But the pickaxe and the glider is very, very nice. It all fits, so I kind of was forced to use the back bling. Nothing, I wish it was just this and not the effects coming off it. Like, it's okay coming off of the head, but I don't know. Like, the hands moving around are really, really cool. It's a cool skin. It's a very, very cool design. Along with the Warp Wave Contrail. Goes well with Spire Assassin. For the emotes, everybody was using the clean sweep, just like, oh my god, you're dust, bro, or, you know, you can hand it to somebody particular, you know, if you get it, you get it. The Phono Follies emote, I actually like just the melody, and of course, if you can tell, it's also the the lobby track that we have going on over here. Raven's emote was very nice. I thought it fit with Spire Assassin. The Chugga Chugga emote, back before everybody could do it, making the long trains with this, using it like while waiting for a live event or something, it was always made for a really great time. We have the Lara Croft emote as well, just dodging shots. If you want to be cocky playing Fortnite, this is the emote for you. We have the bean bag chair as well if you just want to chill out. I personally never use Spire Assassin without the mask. I always thought it was a little bit strange to have like a regular human head coming out of all of this. So I did like Spire Assassin with the mask on. With the wrap, I believe this is Spire Assassin's wrap. It looks very cool, though. Very, very cool. I love the effect going through it. You all know the track that you've been listening to, Turn Up. I am a big fan of this song and one of the greatest loading screens of all time, that being the Spire's Shadow. This is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful to look at. That is my preset for Chapter 2, Season 6. Now, for Chapter 2, Season 7, we are going to mute this because I don't recall. Yeah, there's lyrics to this song, right? I'm almost sure. Yep, we're not going to be talking over lyrics, okay? So that was the lobby track that we were using, but I personally really, really like the wrap skins. This is the particular wrap skin that I ended up buying. Of course, equipped all of the UFO stuff with it. This was my favorite season of Fortnite, and I wanted a main skin to represent that. We have the abductor glider, invasion glider. It all, like, this looks very, very nice, dude. Like, I love the alien cosmetics. I wish they would do more in another season. We have the abduction contrail as well. One that is just very clean, man. Very, very clean looking. We have, of course, Sunny's song. That's what I want to be, as with the aliens. That's who I want to see. Great song. Banger. Kicking back, waiting for a live event. Something along those lines. Just one of those sitting emotes. We had this in the Chapter 2 main preset as well. The little saucer. Representing it very well. Ariana Grande's emote. A lot of people were riding around with this back in the day, man. The hugging emote, which is one of the greatest ones of all time. And one of the most underrated emotes ever is the free guy emote. Killing somebody.
Good day. Have a great day.
How insulting is that? Don't have a good day, have a great day. Boom! Finish you off with a pump shot. Of course, the same rap. It was all alien themed, along with the loading screen that I thought represented the season as well. The inflatable was very fun. The cow skin was very fun. I like the meme with the cows flying up and getting abducted. Very cool. One of my favorite presets personally. It reminds me so much of my favorite season of all time. Now, as for Chapter 2, Season 8, we have the Charlotte skin. Of course, this particular style for Charlotte. Oh, we have, of course, lyrics again. I'm not talking through this. Now that you have seen my return. We're not talking through that, okay? We have the pickaxe. I don't know if this pickaxe is... Oh, yeah, it is Charlotte's. I forgot about this one, yeah. How could you not use Charlotte's set, guys? This is so clean. I love Fabio Sparkle main, and that is almost the skin that we use, but Charlotte was too clean to not use. I love the different like effects that comes out of this one, but I like the happy one version. You know how like Fabio Sparkle main has the angry version of the glider where it's like, oh! I thought this one was the best personally, along with the contrail that I thought best fit Charlotte. For the emotes, a little bit weaker this season. I had to include a last queue standing good game emote. But Little Bounce was one of the emotes my friends and I always bought at the time. Charlotte's emote goes well with her, of course, right? I don't know how she's not cutting her hand. Good job, Charlotte. You came out of nowhere. This one's underrated. Cheering myself on, knocking somebody. This is so underrated, dude. I loved using this one against knocked players. The ready when you are. It's another one where you can kind of troll with. Not too bad. And then, of course, the little rover. I just like this one. I like the little emotes, you know, something to drive around on. Charlotte's rap goes with Charlotte, along with the loading screen that I thought best represented Chapter 2, Season 8. I like this preset a lot. Charlotte is a very, very clean skin. Now for Chapter 3, Season 1, we have the Queen of Hearts skin. Unfortunately, the entire Queen of Hearts set did not come out in Chapter 3 Season 1, so I had to compromise with the Foundation's pickaxes. It still goes okay. I like the pickaxes, but I like the one that initially came out. I don't remember if I actually said it at the beginning of the video, guys, but for each preset, like everything in Chapter 3 Season 1 had to release in Chapter 3 Season 1, so this is why we ended up choosing that. I'm a big card game fan, man, guys. I'm a big card game fan, and this is the back bling that we ended up choosing for it, along with the Soaring Crescent glider. It has a nice sound effect to it. It's too bad we can't listen to it in the lobby, along with, I believe, is the Crescent. Yeah, the same kind of... What skin is that? The name's not coming to me right now, but regardless, I thought that ended up fitting the Queen of Hearts. The emotes were great this time around. You know, as me, the heart sign, Happy Women's Day. Of course, walking up to people, respecting women. That's what we do over here. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. It's just... I'm digging myself a hole over here. It's just like, what funny walking up to people. Hey, you respect women? Yes, sir! We have the Trinity's kick. I tried using this back in the day to dodge stuff, but it didn't really work as well as other emotes. The laughing emote, great to do when you knock people. Everybody was using the crowning emote back in the day, showing off your fantastic wins. Do I only have 10 Victory Royales this season? Is that for this season, or does it come up with a number in the lobby? Regardless, I've been playing a lot of Fortnite Reload. Little Monster Truck. Like I said, I'm a fan of the little emotes. And then, of course, the It's You. Spider-Man fits it very, very well. The same wrap goes with the skin, fits very nicely. The Chapter 3 island theme, and then we have the web slinging goodness loading screen, which again represents this season perfectly. One of the greatest seasons of all time, one of the most underrated skins of all time, the Queen of Hearts in Chapter 3 Season 1. For Chapter 3 Season 2, guys, we have the Suki 2.0, and I think this one has... Oh, no. It's a little loud, isn't it? The lobby music. You guys are going to have to deal with it. I like this tune. Doesn't have a back bling because, again, and they all got in the way with this long, weird hair going on over here. I liked this custom pickaxe. I liked the one where it's short at the front, long in the back, very customizable, along with, and I believe this, yeah, this had to go with her, right? Oh, this lobby music's so good. This part, da, 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 you know? along with the chain palms contrail. Doesn't really fit her all that well, but there was a little bit of lack of choice this time around. Chest emote, we already went through it. Same with snacking. The little mower was really funny, just cutting grass with people. We have Scarlet Witch's emote, I believe. I like Scarlet Witch a lot. I like the Avengers a lot. Wanted to keep this along with the Segway Tour, which was a Battle Pass emote. Flexing. The cosmetics were a little bit weaker on this side, and of course you can make your pickaxe turn into 2, which I rarely do personally. The wraps ended up going up with the same skin with the lobby music that you're listening to, which is in the Crew series. Da, 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 da. Love it. Love it, dude. Along with the Dr. Sloan loading screen. I'm going to get you off of this one and stop listening to that loud, obnoxious music, but that I like. Now, for Chapter 3, Season 3, guys, we have the Eevee skin. I was a fan of the Eevee skin. I really, really liked all of her styles, but I did end up going with the gold one. It's not too often that you see me rocking a super style, but the reason that I ended up going with this gold one is because I love the other set. I don't remember what skin it goes with, but I love the shield, the pickaxe, and the glider. Why not use gold on gold? Very, very cool. I love this backpack. I love this pickaxe, and I love this glider a lot. Very, very cool set, and I wanted to use the Eevee skin too, so I thought all of that kind of fit well together. I really, really like this preset. Of course, we have the Chapter 3 main glider, the Glitz Grid. This is one where I'm actually using emojis, okay? The dip. We've been through it. Dodging things. At the time, I got really into Destiny, so I wanted to keep this one in as well. I actually use these guys. Knocking somebody, doing something along those lines, and then the UGG. This one is so underrated. It's so underrated, dude. Of course, copyrighted as well, and then we have the selfie. Great to do with people. Great to do. So you do like a little bit of this, you take a picture, you pump them in the head. That's what we roll with. We have the one, oh, Malik, that's what it was. The Malik set. I liked his gun wrap a lot as well. I wanted to keep one, but I also really, really liked this one for some reason. I don't know. I can't explain my thought process, probably because there's a little bit of gold over there, but I thought it was a very, very clean, along with a long ride home. Lobby music with one of the greatest loading screens in Fortnite history. The artwork to this is very clean, very nice. This was my loadout for Chapter 3. Now for Chapter 3 Season 4, this was a contender because there were quite a few skins that I really liked, but I went with the Fortnite skin. I think this skin is so cool, dude. I love the eyes in the skin. And they're blinking and it's reactive. I love the skin. I love the eyes in her head. I've always been a big fan. I don't know why Epic Games, there's always something, man. There's always something that Epic Games has to do to ruin a skin, and it's this stupid bull ring. Usually it's the hair, but it's not. Regardless, I really, really like the way the skin looks. This back bling is super clean. I like the chrome, guys. Same with the glider. Already been through that. We ended up using the Herald's pickaxe because I almost chose the Herald for the main skin, and I wanted to keep a little bit of piece of her with this main preset over here, along with, I don't know whose this belongs to, but Reality Falls was the, it for some reason doesn't seem like it belongs in Chapter 3 Season 4, but this is a very, very clean contrail. We have Gwenpool's, is it Gwenpool's? Yeah. No, Spider-Gwen. Spider-Gwen, the acrobatics emote, where you can just use it to dodge things. We also have the, not Dwayne Johnson. Why am I having a blank? Not Adam Warlock. Oh my god, that's gonna bother me. Not Adam Warlock. What the hell movie is that? Oh, some fan I am, right? We have the Miracle Trick Shot. We've already been through this one as well. The OMG, I love it. It's situational. You can use it. Having a little bit of a bath together. Again, I like this emote personally. And then we ended up going with the Star Wars emote. Very nostalgic. How could you not? I like the little emotes. It's acceptable for me personally, and I know these rules are so stupid because they are rules that don't exist, and I just came up with them. No collaboration skins, but emotes are a-okay. The wrap goes with the skin. Again, the eyes blinking, moving around, super cool. It was a little bit difficult to choose a lobby track, but we ended up going with the ink-stained lobby track. I don't know. I personally don't love it, but it was the best of what we had to choose from, and along with is it the Inquisitor? Is that what the skin's called? Anyways, the Hunter's Moon. This POI was really fun to land at, and that makes me remember it, so I wanted to have that little representation over there. The Abyss is my main skin for Chapter 3 Season 4. Sorry, guys. Quick change of scenery over here. My baby ended up waking up while I was recording that last night, so now I'm continuing it in the daytime. So, continuing on to Chapter 4 Season 1. There was a lot of competition for skins that I liked this time around, but I like the Sylvie skin, although it does look a little bit weird I'm not a big fan of the face model with the backpack that we have going over here with the whole, what do you call it, blacksmith thing, that like the vibe that we have going over here. It reminded me of How to Train Your Dragon. That's kind of what I liked about it, and How to Train Your Dragon, in my opinion, is the greatest trilogy of all time. I love those movies, so I kind of liked the whole vibe that the skin's going on. The pet back blings are really fun. I like when it ends up, yeah, breathing fire just like that. And of course, we have to go with Geno's glider. That is a fantastic, fantastic glider. I love the ones where the skins are stepping down. And then of course we have the Looting Rings contrail, which I thought was really nice, really clean, really well done. Little galaxy-ish. I like it myself. For the emotes, we have the bubble tea traversal emote, the boba snack just riding on this disgusting boba ball. And then we have the Mr. Beast money. This one's okay. Like, the emotes were lacking a little bit this time around. Where you going? Anyone but here. Very situational, but we do use it on occasion. The Hypnot Eyes, it's okay. It's okay, this one. I like the fish emote. Fish stick. And then, of course, we have the target training. I like this one. I'm a big MMA guy, so use this every once in a while. For the wraps, there were a few wraps that I did like. I like this wrap. I don't know how to describe some of these wraps, guys. I just like the pattern going on around here. I think it's a nice clean looking thing. Also, we have the one that kind of looks like it fits the skin a little bit. I don't know if this one actually belongs to the blacksmith skin or Sylvie. Yeah, it's from the Crew series. It must be. So yeah, it does fit. It does match the yeah, that definitely does match the dragon. And then of course we have the Axion Sentinel one as well. Very clean wrap. I absolutely adore that wrap. For the lobby, we have the whatever this track's called, Crooked Grind. It's okay. There was a lot that was a little bit difficult to choose from. And then, of course, we have the Heat is on loading screen. I like the one that we ended up using as the main loading screen for the chapter more, but this one was a close second. It gave me that nice Chapter 4 Season 1 vibe with the dirt bikes, with the weapons that you're using. I like it, man. I like this a lot. So Chapter 4 was a pretty clean preset. I like the skin a lot. All right, you guys are going to have to hear me out on this one, though. For Chapter 4 Season 2, I'll tell you what I was going for, okay? I actually don't like this preset, but I feel like it's so locked in that I just can't change it. So I it was really tough because I love the Mizuki skin and I love whatever the other skin was that went with this. I don't remember not Mystique. It sounds like Mystique. No, what was it? You guys know what skin I'm talking about, man. The other one that was like the Galaxy Rock thing. You know what I'm talking about? That other skin. I wanted to have both of their cosmetics with the skin. The back bling just doesn't match, and the pickaxe, I don't know why I ended up choosing this. I just didn't want the full set of Mizuki, and then we have this like weird looking preset that I wish I just used the entirety of Mizuki's cosmetics. Plus, you have the super styles for Mizuki and the super styles for that other skin, which was a very difficult contender, man. The umbrella, though. The mega umbrella is very cool. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I like the little hearts floating off of it. I like that it still has that holographic Mega City vibe, along with the Renzo Velocity glider. Again, I am a big fan of space and galaxy cosmetics. This one was a no-brainer for me. For the emotes, we have the bow. The one we use to say goodbye to POIs. The same track that we have with the lobby screen over here, making me sick of it after listening to it so much, but it is a very nice melody. The good game, well played. This could be used toxically. This could be used friendly. This is a great emote to do on downed opponents. You'd think that'd be something that come up with Chapter 5A. Of course, we have to have the Titan Rush. It's such a stupid emote running around with people, along with another great part of the season, that being a Star Wars emote. And then finally, Mizuki's built-in emote, which I never, ever use. For the wraps, we had a little bit of a mix. I love this wrap. It's so cool, with the galaxy kind of fading to the edge of the gun. Very cool. We also have the high-wired wrap. I thought that was a cool wrap as well. And then I believe, is this Mizuki's wrap? I don't think so. I don't think so. But I like the little effect on it. A lot of wraps, guys, I like when it has the effect, and then like as the wrap goes on, it gets into like the main actual gun. I really like that personally. And then the frozen over wrap is very clean as well. I like a lot this time around. Of course, for the lobby track, love this song. And then with the Mizuki loading screen as well, very beautiful artwork we have going on over there. Now for Chapter 4 Season 3, guys, we have the Era skin. I liked this skin from the second that it came out. I thought it was very clean. It's a little bit like weirdly built for the model. Sorry, I didn't realize there were lyrics in this lobby track, so we're going to get rid of that one. This is the future lobby track. I like that one, but we are going to close it for the sake of this video over here. The Era skin, I always thought was clean. I like every style to her, but I did end up going with the base model. Same with, and I believe this is the base model for her clock as well. The back bling was actually kind of the inspiration for using this skin. I like this entire set, man. I really, really do. I don't think this is her pickaxe. Why don't I think this is her pickaxe? I could be wrong about that. Regardless, I thought it fit well. I thought it looked nice. And then, of course, we have one of the greatest gliders in the entirety of Fortnite, the Time Sweeper glider. I almost used this one as the main glider, but I thought the moon glaze, whatever the moon glider was I ended up choosing, that's the one I thought fit Axie and Sentinel the best. And, of course, you have the same contrail. Really, really cool. Really, really clean. For the emotes, again, looking pretty good this time around. Asking for people's autographs. I personally really, really like this one. We have the Sunny Stroll. We already went through this. Ended up keeping both of these inside the main chapter skin that we ended up using. The count out. It seems like sometimes when there's down people, you can like smack them a little bit. I think that's funny. The Tom Holland emote. I know the inspiration behind that one. We also have the This Is Fine meme emote. I think this is an excellent meme emote. I had to keep it. I like it a lot with the sirens going on in the background and stuff. And then, of course, you can change your style, which I do use every once in a while, but typically I keep it to being the main skin. I like all of her styles, though. I think she's a really, really clean skin. For the wraps, the wrap that goes along with her, it's a very clean wrap. I like it all. And then, as we talked about for the previous loading screen video we did, we have the Colossal Meowskulls loading screen. The loading screens were a little bit weak this time, but I like this one the best. It represented wilds as well. All right, guys, let's talk about Chapter 4, Season 4. We have the Caper outfit. There were a lot of these, but this is the one that I ended up buying. I wanted one, and this is a very customizable skin. I wanted the feeling of, like, you know, the stealth a little bit along with the, you know, it was all about heists and vaults. I like the hat. I like the color clothes over there. Kind of like camo-ish, you know. Thought it fit. Now, this backpack looks very weird, okay? I don't know why. I like the mogfish a lot, and I thought that the fireflies going on in there, I would imagine they're fireflies. I just like them, man. I think it's pretty on a skin, but it's too bad you have this, like, disgusting cape thing. This disgusting drape with the skin. I wanted to keep it, man. I thought it looked clean. I liked it, and then I ended up matching a little bit of the colors along with that for the skin. Again, this skin is very, very customizable. With the pickaxe, they must have been a little bit weak this time around because this isn't a pickaxe that I necessarily love, but again, does fit the skin a little bit. I like Kato's glider a lot. The wings coming off, kind of matching the vibe too. Very, very clean, looking very cool, along with the contrail Phantasmic Fall. Same kind of vibe we have going on with the mogfish, or the bogfish, whatever the skin's called. I don't know. I always liked the fireflies, and I like the effect coming off of that. I think it looks pretty nice. For the emotes, we already talked about the dice roll. Infinite amount of uses over here. We have, we're not going to talk about that one, but a very clean song. The stop emote, situational, along with the pick me. One of my favorite songs in the history of music, and I'm not exaggerating, the Cupid song. Lonely. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then this is also a banger that Epic Games came up with. The emotes were very strong this time around. Had to keep these for a preset. For the wraps, it was between two. We have the Merc, which I kind of like the effect of. I like that whole fish stick set that ended up coming out, guys. And this other one that I thought was pretty cool too. Like, there's nothing really to note about that. There's nothing that I can really talk about wraps besides, hey, this looks cool. For the lobby track, a little bit weak, but this was the best that came out of the season in my opinion, along with the loading screen that is one of the greatest loading screens in Fortnite history though. The Cosmic Connection loading screen. It is absolutely beautiful. So that is the Chapter 4 Season 4 preset. I like it personally, although the back bling is very strange. Now let's talk about OG Fortnite, guys. There were a few contenders over here because I did like this battle pass, but I did end up going with the super style of Omega Rock. It's a little bit strange because I like how, like, overly gold it is, or like this shade of gold. If you guys know what I'm talking about, like, I don't know exactly how to describe it, and I like the green lime effect coming off of them. What's a little bit strange is the backpack. I ended up choosing to use the Galaxy piece in it. Again, I like the Galaxy cosmetics. I wanted a little bit of Galaxy with it, and it doesn't necessarily look the best, to be honest with you, but I like the Galaxy effect, okay? Same thing with the pickaxe. I ended up making up for it a little bit with the pickaxe. I still don't think it fits, really, but again, I just like it. I just like it. I wanted to use it, and of course, we have the Time Umbrella. It represents the OG season perfectly, and it's a very, very clean umbrella along with the Shard Fall Contrail. I really, really like this one. Looks really clean. I love the shards coming off of it, the little particles. Super cool. For the emotes, not a ton to work with. It was a very small battle pass, so we had to go with the hard eyes. You can use that in situations. Split Happens is a great spray. That was a really, really great spray. I love the little longbow emote. And again, guys, as we've been talking about, I am a big fan of the little emotes, along with, which one is this? Yeah, do the split. I don't really like this emote that much. But again, we didn't have much to work with here, okay? And then the flashback breakdown. I liked it for what it was, you know, mix it in the other, like, classic emotes. I think it's good. I think it's good. But it's nothing that really screams out to me. And then, of course, we have the Doze Dab. I always like the dab emotes. It's just stupid. I always use these guys in situations where I knock players. And then, of course, we have the wrap that ends up going with this skin. I believe it goes with the skin. The blue's throwing me off a little bit, but I think the skin looks very, very clean. You can't not use the OG lobby screen along with the matcha little split loading screen. I think this is very, very nice. I like that we have the one in Chapter 1, Season 8, along with this one right here. It fits very well, man. Good callback to one of the greatest seasons of all time, and this does represent OG Fortnite very well, in my opinion. Now let's talk about Chapter 5, Season 1. We have the Budge skin. There were a few contenders over here because there was a couple really good skins. I actually really liked Hope in this season, but I like, again, the Galaxy cosmetics. I like the Galaxy bird. I like how stupid it looks with its little beak and its stupid gut. My sister and I instantly cop this, and then sometimes we run around as birds. I like the Galaxy pickaxe a lot. It's a stupid skin that has some clean cosmetics to go along with it. Of course, it didn't have a glider, but this is the best that we could do. I like the way this looks. I kind of like the way it soars. It's an okay glider, to be honest with you. And the contrail, the burned down contrail. A little bit weak for the contrails this time around, but I did end up going with that one. For the emotes, I like this one. I like this one. Just a sad face. I like the animated ones, man. But we also have the snakes emote. They were a little bit weaker this time around. We're not going to listen to that. We have the TMNT one. I'm a big fan of TMNT. The I'm a Mystery song. Everybody used this back in Chapter 5, Season 1. Everybody feels that this is very nostalgic, and it is a good dance. I'm not too big on it personally, but the emote's good. It's a nice original Epic Games emote along with the Diamond Throne emote going along with it. I don't recall if this one is traversal or not. Why do I think that it is? But I think it's cool. I think it's cool looking. It's like one of the better sitting emotes that we have. Very cool. And then, of course, we have Hope's Wrap to go along with it. There isn't one that really fit Budge, but I almost ended up using Hope this time around, along with the lobby screen, or excuse me, the loading music. The loading music. What's wrong with me, man? There's too many, like, loading and lobby stuff that I keep saying. The flickering flame lobby music is just okay. Again, we were a little bit weak in Chapter 5, but the loading screen here goes hard. I love this piece of art. I think it's beautiful. So, this is my Chapter 5 Season 1 preset, Budge. For Chapter 5 Season 2, guys, there were a lot of contenders. There were a lot of skins that I considered using, but I did end up going Medusa. I always found, like, the idea of Medusa in Greek mythology pretty cool. Turning people into stone. I like that the hair is animated as the snakes. I think it's really clean. I ended up going with this style. Every style was pretty okay, and we have, is this Artemis, however I pronounce it, her back bling. Again, a little bit of a galaxy effect. I had to end up keeping it. I almost used Hades as well, and I thought the pickaxe ended up going with her very well. The glider here is really clean. I love the heart, like the little cloud coming out and letting the glider fall. This is a very nice glider in my opinion, along with, I believe, this belongs to Artemis, however you pronounce it again. I think this one is a very, very clean contrail, and I almost used this one for the main skin. The emotes were pretty good. We have the Be Back Soon. I believe this one was free. It's annoying music, but we have the Dagwummy emote to go along over here. And then, of course, we have the Puddle Hopper. I believe I used this as a main one as well. I don't know. I like using this one, just bouncing around, dancing around. This is a great emote as well. I love the Sweet Sing. There were a lot of, like, potential for what we could use with Chapter 5. I like this one. It's very, very nice. Of course, the Avatar: The Last Airbender emote. This one's very nice as well. The Tempest Flight. I don't personally like this one, but I thought it represented the Greek mythology season well. For the wraps, we had this wrap that I really, really liked. Don't know where it came from, but the Serpent's Eye, of course, you had to probably use this with Medusa for the most part. It was a very, very fitting wrap in my opinion, and then we almost ended up using Hades wrap. I like the effect going through there a lot. The lobby track, there was no good lobby track in my opinion this time around. I do not like this song. I just don't. But the Korra loading screen is beautiful. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Very, very nice artwork over there. So this is my Chapter 5 Season 2 preset. Now let's talk about Chapter 5 Season 3. This was a no-brainer for me, guys. No-brainer. I love the Peabody outfit. Or P-Boy. No, it's Peabody. Okay. I love this outfit. The second that I saw it, I actually really like Peas, and I think this skin's just funny. My wife thinks this one's pretty funny too. I love, is this the P-Boys? Is that what it's called? No, P-Boys is the location. Okay, we're gonna mute that lobby track. It's okay. I think this lobby track fits the theme very well, and it's okay. It's just a little bit noisy for what we're talking about over here. We have the Nick A30 pickaxe. Amazing. Gotta use it along with Magneto's glider. Very clean glider. I love the walking gliders so much, and just the fact that it's like breaking off and coming back at the beginning. Very clean. I like this one a lot, along with the Nitro Smog contrail. I think I like the Nitro. I think it's fun, and I thought it fit the season pretty well, along with the stupid meme skin. For the emotes, we have the Kaboom. Just sometimes fun to do with somebody. Using the P-Boy skin, and then spraying this, peace out, dude, and then pumping them in the face is always a really good time. We have the company jig. I don't know if it's copyrighted, and I don't know if that's copyrighted, so we're going to leave that. I don't know if that's all of that's copyrighted. You can take a look at what I have equipped over here, if you'd like. Yeah, I believe all of that was copyrighted, but we're going to play it safe over here. Along with the Nitro wrap, I think it's a cool looking wrap, represents the season very well, along with this one-off wrap that we have over here. For the music, you already saw it. And then my favorite loading screen was the Curse Sales loading screen. I like Pirates, I like the vibe, I like the ship in the bottle. It all fit the season very, very well, in my opinion. Now let's talk about Chapter 5, Season 4, guys. I kind of regret my choice over here because, again, I didn't want to... Here's my problem, okay? And I'm sorry, we still have lyrics, okay? We have Gwenpool's Multiverse is the track over here, okay? We're going to mute that. The reason that I chose a non-collaboration skin is because last time I did. And then I'm like, I got to keep that same vibe. Fortnite original, no matter what. Don't get me wrong. I think this is a very cool skin. It's a little too Halloween-y to use outside of Halloween, in my opinion. I know I don't need to have these rules, and they are stupid, stupid, stupid rules. I don't know why my brain works like that. So I wish that I did choose a collaboration skin to go along with this. Maybe Peelverine, which is like kind of blending in the collaboration, but I don't know, man. This is a cool skin as well. I just don't want to use a pumpkin all year round, you know? Of course, we did have the, because I almost ended up choosing the Peelverine skin. I ended up having the same pickaxe with them. Dr. Doom's glider is very clean, very cool, along with Mysterio's contrail. Looks nice as well. I like the little, I guess, like the symbols you have at the hands over there and the effect coming off of it. For the emotes, we have, again, Peelverine's weird banana-looking emote. We have Vic Blend's haircut. I like Vic Blends. I like this guy a lot, and I had to support, and I had to get this emote right away. I love that guy. You got to watch him on TikTok. We also, we're not listening to that. Deadpool came out, of course, with the best meme. I can't believe they actually ended up adding this to the game. I love Epic Games sometimes. We have the bird call. Nothing special, but you could add it. We have the Gwen step. A little bit of a nice beat to it. Not too bad. And then, of course, you can bring out the Peelverine claws. For the wraps, we have Dr. Doom's wrap for the most part. Kind of fits the skin, but I also liked the Tech Yellow wrap. I like the effect coming through it. I don't know what skin this belongs to, but it is a very, very underrated wrap in my opinion. For the loading screen, the impending Doom loading screen is very, very nice. I loved the live event. I didn't like the effect that it had on the story, but I love the entire story about Dr. Doom this season. And I like that, what happened with Hope and everything, and I think this represents it very well. I liked this one a lot, you guys. And finally, we are going to be talking about Fortnite Remix. We had to use the Chaos Director. This was an incredibly, incredibly well done skin, in my opinion. I like both styles a lot, but I do like the kind of like paint and the symbols and the graffiti going along the skin as well. Very, 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 very clean skin. I decided not to use a back bling with her this time around because I like the Rift butterfly that you can see through her, and if you put a back bling on that, you wouldn't be able to see that. So we're just rocking the skin kind of as is, along with a pickaxe that I'm almost sure belongs to her. I'm almost sure it does. I wanted to use a Midas type glider. It's representing one of the best chapters in Fortnite, representing one of my favorite POIs in Fortnite, although they did kill it with Ice Spice. I still like this one a lot. I know it's like Meow Skulls and it's kind of like representing the yacht a little bit, but I like the idea that it's a shark. You have the gold, the dead skeleton with the Oro. You had to keep this one, man. Representing my other presets, you have to keep this one. Along with the Baller, Faller, Contrail. I like the 8-ball skins a lot, and I almost ended up using one of the 8-ball skins for the Fortnite Remix preset, and it was the shop one. It was gifted to me. We have the Heart of Chaos. I thought it fit the skin. Again, with these remix seasons, there's not a lot that you can work with over here. You can send out the number 1 too, like, look at me, I'm number 1. Let's go. We also have... I get a remix of the not Paws and Claws. I don't remember what the original emote's called, but I thought it was pretty funny. I like the Guff emote a lot. I like Guff. I think Guff is funny. I like dragging around with the skin over here. I like the 8-ball skin as well, so I wanted to keep the break shot. And of course, the free emote, the show 'em off kicks. Although I'm not wearing anything special. Take a look at that. There we go. there's me. I don't know. I think it's a little bit, it's a little funny. I like Guff, like I said. Plus, you can the wrap kind of matches some of the paint that is on the skin, but I also like the Chaos Directive wrap as well. Very, very nice, very clean skin, along with, again, almost used the 8-ball. I love the loading screen for it as well. Guys, those are all of the presets that I am running. Of course, we have a couple for Chapter 6, but I feel like this video would be best within the first 5 chapters of Fortnite. If you want to talk more about the first 5 chapters of Fortnite, then why don't you check out this video where we talked about the best loading screens from every season and why. I would love to have you over there. Thank you very much for watching the video, everybody. Take care.